Hello everybody, I hope all y'all are having a good day today. I'm doing this little clip to put in front of the video that you're watching now because I just want to tell you guys that a lot of people think that I'm arrogant, all right, and think I know it all right. I by no means do I think I know it all, and I try to stay as humble as possible. Everything that I share with you guys is through personal experiences that I've had in this 12 years of my walk in the Spirit. You know, the reason I try to take people's eyes off of fear and put them on Christ, things above, is how can we vibrate higher if we're looking down here at the reptiles and we're vibrating with them at the same time, all right? The reptilian mind, that's the carnal mind. How can we be looking into the stuff that all them are doing and still think that we're focused on things above? You know, when when I first become born again, I knew I was going to be sent somewhere. I just didn't know. I was thinking, honestly, I was thinking Mexico or South America because I'm familiar with the areas. Had no idea I'd be in Southeast Asia. And when I was shown that I would be in Mindanao, Philippines, everybody was telling me, you're crazy if you go there. You'll be dead in the first couple of months. They literally cut foreigners' heads off over there, foreign preachers and stuff. They cut their heads off. They take you hostage. They'll keep you in a chicken coop for 2 years. And if you get sick or whatever and nobody pays your ransom, they'll cut your head off and they'll video it, just all kinds of fear. People trying to scare me out of coming here, you know. And I'm like, you don't understand. This is where Father told me to go, all right? So nothing you say to me is going to keep me from going where Father told me to go. And I have to believe that Father is going to protect me, all right? So that's what I did. If I stay focused on all the things that could happen to me, I literally get called twice a year by the Philippine National Police, or their military intelligence officers will come here and they want to take fresh pictures of me so that they can identify my body, all right, if I ever get taken or if I get killed somewhere here, all right? Constantly people coming here warning me, don't get in longboats, don't go to the tiny islands and stuff, all the places that Father sends me. So I go to all these places because nobody else will go, all right? I go where I'm sent. One time we had a bridge that was washed out and we had to go these back roads. It would have normally taken 20 minutes to get to this place. It took us 4 hours to go one way because we were going through jungle trails. It was insane. And on the way, we came face to face. I was going this way, they were coming this way. Come face to face with ISIS. A whole 4x4 truckload of them. And they were armed to the teeth. Grenade launchers, machine guns, grenades strapped on them. All of them had their faces covered and they were flying their ISIS flag. I was going somewhere that I'd promised some people that I would go to feed children. And just because that bridge washed out wasn't going to keep me from going there. I knew Father would keep me safe. I made eye contact with these guys. We looked right at each other. They knew who I was. And they even stopped because you've got to have a stable firing platform. You don't want to be moving while you're shooting. So they stopped for us to go around just in case we tried something because they weren't sure there's a war going on. We kept going. They knew who I was. I was a valuable target. Father kept his hedge of protection around me. The guy that was with me that was supposed to be my interpreter, it upset him so bad he started vomiting and couldn't stop vomiting. We had to take him to a clinic to get some medicine to stop vomiting, and he couldn't interpret for me. It messed him up so bad. He was so afraid that he was going to see me lose my head that day. I was like, what are you worried about, brother? I'm fine. From that point on, Lynn became my interpreter. If I was to focus on all the things that could hurt me, all the negative things, I couldn't do what Father has called me out of this world to do. It's that simple. I stay focused on things above, not below anymore. Yesterday, the day before that, we've had a tropical storm setting on top of us. And this evening we have another strong storm coming in. So I've kind of been out of pocket a little bit. The other day I did a video about fear, and fear being the opposite of love. Remember, perfect love casts out all fear. So if perfect love is living within you, then all fear has been cast out of you, just like Satan has been cast out of the heavens, because the heavens is the higher conscious, the Christ mind. We have the mind of Christ. In the mind of Christ, there is no fear. All right? The video I was making about fear was about saying, if you don't do this, if you don't do this religious ritual or that religious ritual, then that's going to make God very unhappy, and he's going to punish you. You see, fear is thinking about punishment and condemnation, all right? But perfect love throws that away. Once you've experienced perfect love, once you become a beloved, all that stuff is thrown out, because you realize that it is Christ alone, it is love alone. Got some of the children waving at me. That saved you. None of that other stuff matters. All that other stuff, all that works-driven stuff, as far as religious works and routine, all of that is driven by fear. All right? Not by love, because anybody that has God in them knows he's not going to punish them for not observing a particular day. After that video that I posted the other day, I think it affected some folks, and it upset some people, because, a lot of people are sharing about the what, and about, the vengeance that's coming on the earth and stuff. When I first became born again, my eyes were open to all this darkness in the world, and I got focused on that mess for a little while, and when you're focused on darkness, you're not looking at the light. Okay, remember, we're supposed to keep our mindset on things above, not below, not earthly things. I was doing videos about, they're putting stem cells from aborted fetuses in our food, and they're doing this and they're doing that, and the whole time I'm sharing my testimony and stuff, saying, look at God, he's love and all this stuff. And then at the same time, I'm dragging people's attention back down here, There was a guy, I don't know, maybe 9-10 years ago, it was before I came here. I was making a video, I'd made a video, and he noticed something behind me that appeared that maybe it was Masonic, okay? And he hit me up, there's somebody in your family that's Masonic, you need to get out of that. That is deceiving you and causing you problems and stuff like that. He said, I've been researching the Masons for 30 years. They are a very dark society. And I'm hearing, I've been looking into darkness for 30 years, and now that's all I see. All right, because once my eyes were first awakened, that I saw the darkness. But you have to look at the light. You have to take your eyes off of that mess, because you will get sucked into it. Everybody wants to justify themselves, about why I'm doing it, and I've got to expose this and I've got to expose that. If you feel led to do that, go right ahead. All right? Don't let anything I say stop you from that. But trying to compare things that Noah did and looking at things that Jesus said to what's going on today is apples and oranges, okay? You have to look at the vengeance of God as his love, because there is no darkness in God, all right? God's vengeance is not what people think it is. His love is a consuming fire. His love burns everything. There's nothing left but stubble, okay? The only thing that is left is pure gold, pure silver, all right? It's a horrible thing to come into the presence of God, all right? It's horrible for your carnal self, because your carnal self gets burned away, and then all it leaves is the spirit man, all right? It's a horrible thing for the carnal person. Remember, when Jesus told the people, he said, when you see this stuff starting to happen, go to the mountains. what he was saying is you know, when you see this stuff that I'm telling you is going to happen, start to happen, go to the high place, the higher state of consciousness. Don't be looking at all that mess down there. Go to the high place. Keep your eyes on me. That's the only way to make it through all this. All this stuff happening down here, not above, but all the stuff happening down here, is trying to distract you and take your eyes off of up here. Don't be part of the system. That's all I'm trying to say. But if you feel led to do it, if you feel the Holy Spirit is trying to get you to tell people to look into the darkness, go right ahead. Don't let me stop you. I love you all. God bless.